every woman should own a gun, especially if you out here alone in the world and a lot of women are single. Like, you should know how to operate a gun.
Do you think there should be a class like when you get like a high school class? Like, all right, when you get 16,
You saying that out loud? Absolutely.
Yeah. That could be dangerous,
but the danger, there's a danger there because now
we're taking classes now. We're doubling down.
So now I gotta treat you right.
Yeah,
I gotta treat you right now because you might, emotional. You might get emotional, haul off, shoot it.
That'll be the only issues that you're gonna always have those people in there that are crazy, and they're gonna use that. They're gonna use that for evil.
So I take it back.
I take it back too. I'm taking it back too. Women should not own guns,
especially at that age.
Yeah,
where your hormones and you're irrational.
So,
no, nigga.
Postmenopausal women should be able to own weapons. Let's get hella specific.
Everybody over 50 should be given a gun.
Yeah, who has had kids
with no childhood trauma,
one abortion.
But what's funny is
who's going after them?
Okay, so we'll go younger. Mid-20s, thick. You gotta be thick. If you ain't got no ass, you don't need no gun.
What we're talking about is simply what gun laws are. We just there should just be background check.
But you can't background check a heartbreak. No. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can. Just go on Instagram.
How many
if
niggas
you see hella memes, no gun for you, nigga. Like if you see hella, I'm in my soft era memes, man. They should no gun for you.
If God got you,
no gun for you, nigga. Like
if God got
your last 6 posts for me, hell no, gun.
What if it's like racially charged, like demonetization? Where like they're just figuring out ways to demonetize black people because they want to see us fail.
Honestly, that's probably a thing. That's probably a
thing. It's funny. Every time I start making money, somehow I get ducked.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Every time.
Yeah.
And you always hear black creators on all these spaces say the same thing. Like they'll literally be like, white people, they'll be on their stuff on whether it's TikTok, whatever platform, and they're literally stealing black people's content, doing the same exact content, making way more money off it.
Yeah.
And then black people are getting demonetized or getting whatever
for the same thing.
So it's like there's some I don't know if the AI could be racist because a lot of this shit is AI.
Could be programmed.
Yeah, the program is set up to whatever. And I don't know if they're setting it up to be racist or robots are just like, well, my creator's racist, so I'm just going after whoever taught me.
It sucks that we have to live life every day like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like every day you have to be some kind of like
questioning.
What is this?
Yeah.
What's happening here?
They're after me.
The man. They need to bring the man back.
We need
to bring the man back.
Because with all the equality and equal opportunity,
the man back. Who's the man?
Now it's just
man.
them. But then they took them, so it ain't them.
Took them?
Yeah. They took them, so there's no more them.
We need to bring back too. We need to probably bring back saying white devil. I think.
Jeez.
We do.
That's gonna get demonetized for sure.
No, we passed that point. We passed that point. We're good now. We can go ham now, baby.
No, any white devils at any point in the content is demonetized.
Man. People been liking our subtitles though. We changing something else. White donuts.
Yeah. White niggers.
They like works for us. What if they boosted our rating?
Hey, like, hey, this is great.
We'll double your money.
I'm saying because they need something to make them uncomfortable again, and I feel like White Devil was making them uncomfortable back in the day. I feel like right now
I wasn't around for that time, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I wonder what word would make them uncomfortable right now because it's like I feel like cracker.
You're not making white people uncomfortable, man.
Just
your presence. Your presence will.
Just show up.
Just show up.
Just pull up.
That makes it more uncomfortable than saying the words.
Just pull up with your black skin.
Like sticks and stones, buddy. Doesn't work on me.
Show up. Come to every place with a mask from now on as a black person, and then
or just
have a good conversation and then reveal it.
Or unwarranted noise makes white people really, really uncomfortable.
That makes me uncomfortable.
I was about to say, I think that's an age thing, bro. My brother hit me yesterday. He was like, well, I'm officially at the age where teenagers on Halloween piss me off.
I can understand.
Really?
He said, I was so annoyed with these kids. And when I was out last night, they were just loud and just doing stuff. And you just be like,
yeah.
Bro, and then they just want to date. Let's push that over. Let's knock it. Why, bro? Why? There's a bounce house for the kids. Why do you want to jump on top of this, man? Because I'm 13.
You know what's funny too? Because it's like we got maybe a 10-year-old or 11-year-old in our company. He's the only kid that age. I think everybody else is like overage, right? And I remember he was outside just playing like handball. We don't even have space to play handball. He's playing handball by the mailboxes, and he was just being loud. And I remember I opened the screen door, or whatever, to go be like, hey! And I was just like, this nigga's annoying me, but it's just like, all right.
He's not doing anything.
He's technically not doing anything wrong. So it's just like, I went back inside the house, but I was just like, why is this nigga being so loud for?
I catch myself all the time, remind myself they're not doing nothing. So, but last night, they had a rock concert going on in the backyard.
Your backyard? Or
no, the house behind us.
Okay.
Like a full-on, I'm talking about amps plugged up, and they did
snap.
this till 10 o'clock at night. Cotty and Cotty's mom, they're in the bed like, it's so loud. Are you going to say anything? And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I don't want to be that person, you know? And I was like, if they go till too late, I might say something. But I know I'm going to have my party here.
Well, what time is it?
I think it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, you can't say anything. I think
they shut it down, I think, at 10.
Yeah, at 10 o'clock you got to shut it down. I think on a weekend you might be able to go to like 11, maybe midnight. But on a weekday, I don't think you can go past 10 o'clock.
But I didn't say anything because I was like, I know I'm gonna have a party here in a month. So
yeah.
But I'm gonna go tell the neighbors like, hey, listen, we're having a party. So
if they rat you out at that point, are you gonna be like, you know what? This is the game, baby. You want to rat me out? We're gonna play the rat out game.
Oh, I'll play the games.
Yeah,
I'm at that point too in my life where we'll play. Like the neighbor kept putting their trash in our trash. We said, all right, bet.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were putting their like. I would come out and my trash is full. I'm like, this ain't my trash. So I would take it all out and dump it over there, and she eventually stopped. Like, stop putting your shit.
You're me. I'm glad we're the same.
Yeah, like, I think it comes with age and. Like Cotty's becoming super suburb. I talked about it on my Instagram the other day. Like she's looking out the window. They can't park there. Why is their car? I don't want their car in front of my. Like just shit just be happening, bro.
As a nigga that lives in an apartment, I'm parking in front of your house. Because I you know what's funny? I know that when I get a house, that I'm gonna be this.
But you don't. But there's no houses in front of.
No, I'm saying even when I go visit people, when I go to people's houses, I'll park in front of somebody else.
House.
Now, if I can park in front of their house, that's what I try to do first.
Oh yeah.
If there's no parking on the street like that, and I got to park in front of somebody else's house.
Yeah.
It's like I got to do what I got to do. I'm not gonna be mad at that.
She be clocking the time it'd be there. Like there was a truck one time that was out there for like 2 days. She was like, "Who's coming to get this?" I was like, "How do you know they didn't park at a friend's and they went on vacation?" You know what I'm saying? Like you've linked up with people before. Be like, "Why don't all y'all just park at my house?"
Yeah.
We'll drive. I'm like, Cotty, I'm giving it one more day. And you gonna call who? I just don't want it out there.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. You really can't.
And then they came and got it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they probably was gone for the weekend.
Yeah.
And imagine, and she's only partly white. Imagine if you full blood.
She would have
just
the
rage that just boils inside of her.
But apparently, like, because Melissa commented, she was like, "I'm in my phase too," and then Takara commented, "I think it's a
homeownership thing.
I think it's a homeownership thing, and it might be a woman thing." And they said, weren't you complaining the other day about people's grass being cut? I said, well, that was different. But I think it is. You start taking pride in your neighborhood, I guess, in the aesthetics of it and all. You just be like, I don't want that out there.
I don't think it's just pride. I think that things can lower the property value. So it's like if somebody is not keeping their grass like manicured or whatever, it's like you have to be able to. It's like if people start coming around, but like, yo, you're kind of lowering the property value if your grass is this high and we all got our shit cleanly cut. If your house is painted a certain way and our house is painted all clean, it's just like those things have to. I think.
What is freedom then?
It's not. I mean, when you got HOH and stuff like that, there is.
We don't have one.
Okay. Oh, you guys know?
I'll never do that again.
Understand?
That shit is the worst. I will never ever do that again.
It's like I bought this house so I can be free. Now I have to
be courteous of my neighbors. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Because this is annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's the bad part about it. It's just like that's the thing. When I was always told about a house and buying a house, I thought that was freedom. Then I found out you had to pay, especially in California, the property taxes is crazy. And if you after you pay off the house, it's like you still don't own it.
Property taxes.
Yeah, it's just like you still gotta. It's like I still don't own this. Then what are we talking about home ownership? What are we talking about?
You can buy the land.
That's just more money, like way more money.
You can. My granny did that with their house. You can buy.
Oh, you own the land.
So you can own the land. So even if you lose your house, you still own the land.
I didn't know they even allowed that.
I didn't know that either until. Apparently my mom's parents, my granny and papa, apparently they was on their shit. That's why we have stuff.
That's great that they were on their shit that early.
Yeah, they were on their shit. So like how they did things and went down to the city and talked to, and then out of my, my auntie.
Talk to them people.
Talk to them.
Talk to them people. I used to love it. Them people. Don't be out there messing with them people. Them people.
I gotta go down there and talk to them people.
I used to get in trouble so much in school. Don't have them people calling my job.
Who's them people?
Them people.
Them people.
Where is them people at?
Who? So in the definition of who is them
Who
people?
is them people?
You know what it sounds like? Now that I'm thinking back over my childhood and everything, I think them people was anybody who was in a place of like
Power, authority.
Authoritative figure.
Here, man.
You know what I mean? I think that's what it was. It's like don't have them people. Because I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
And them people have the power to bother me.
Right.
So
if the people start to get involved, things can get a little murky and shaky around here too. They start looking up stuff that we might have that it might be illegal.
I want to stay under the radar because if them people start looking in, I know my stuff ain't right.
Yeah. That's what is happening.
I think that's what it is. I think we know we be doing shit, so we don't want them looking at us when we be doing stuff. You know what I mean?
That's how I am about everything. When you talk about like the noise or the grass or whatever, it's like, hey, I don't want y'all fucking with me when I'm doing
that's
something.
Why I didn't say nothing. Because
So
I was like,
I'm gonna let y'all live how y'all live.
I want to be he cool. You know what I mean? All right, bet. Well, remember when you see these people coming in here,
because what I'm gonna be doing is gonna be far worse than whatever you got going.
But that's the thing. I'm one of those people like, you press me first, then now I gotta press you. But it's like, other than that, it's like, I understand like people don't want to be bothered. It's just like I said, if they cutting noise around 10 o'clock, then that's different. But if it's like a school night and they go until like midnight, it's one of those. I'll give a friendly knock. Hey man, it's kind of late. It's a Wednesday, bro.
Yeah, I was tripping, and if
you're gonna have it, yeah.
And then we had the soundproof window. So after Cotty was like, "Can you put some music on?" And I close the door. I went in the living room. It was fine.
Yeah. Well, how were you when like your roommates would be like, your roommates would be taking something down and it's kind of loud?
Oh, good for you.
Nah, I mean, when it came to like taking something down, it was never that. But when I had roommates, and I was living like in North Hollywood with my roommates, I remember they used to have parties like on a fucking Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And I used to be like, let them ride it out a little bit. And then it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I got to be up at 4. I used to go out and be like, look, man, I might have to go off in here and start to break some shit if y'all keep going with this shit, or I got to fight somebody.
But you also didn't like them people.
I was cordial with it because I actually saw one of them like a month ago at like Trader Joe's. Now we talked for a second, and I was cool with them. There was one particular dude that kind of messed up the feng shui of the whole house. He was the issue. Yeah. But other than that, it was just like, yo, why y'all niggas getting drunk and partying on a fucking Tuesday for? What are we doing here?
Because we ain't got nothing to do, man.
And maybe because we
ain't got no hoes. We ain't got.
No. Here's the thing. They had bitches. They had hella hoes come through
all the time. You got to keep them coming.
Hey man, take it upstairs because my room's downstairs. I was the only room downstairs. I'm like, go upstairs to your shit. Y'all want to go do wild out up there?
Was this Home Depot days?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and what was they doing for work? Maybe
they were waiters and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So their hours are probably all over the place, and they were actors too. Who were all in the industry. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they had coke. So.
They had hella drugs in the house. Yeah. I was the only person in the house drug free.
Stereotype.
Yeah.
Reversing it on them. You know what I mean? Let them people do their drugs.
Right. It was maybe he was harboring some resentment for their freedom that they had in their schedules, like, and that he had to be up early. He's like, he wish he could do that.
Oh, for sure. I was definitely pissed off because
he was hating. It's cool.
And I still let them rock out more than I should have. To be honest with you.
So you suppress.
Well, that's his side of the story. Yeah. They're probably really uncomfortable. It's like
black in the room.
Keenan's gonna wake up. That's probably like an inside.
You know what's crazy? Before they was like, look, we got one of our roommates is a little uptight.
He's a little
Trust me,
he works at Home Depot, so a lot of lumber.
You know how many niggas? Because here's the thing, the door of my room never fully closed. So like when you close it, you can just still
which is crazy because he worked at Home Depot. Like he could have got something.
I could have fixed it.
Clearly not a good worker. Probably why he's still there. But you know how they are.
But so many cats would like accidentally walk into my room, but I thought this was a bathroom because my room was right next to the bathroom.
You're like, get out.
That's crazy. Now no. Keenan was them people.
I was the problem. No, here's the thing. If I'm being honest with you, I made sure I jacked off before the party started. So like,
that's funny.
when I was like, all right, I heard like one person coming like, let me get my jack off in now because I don't want nobody walking into my room when I'm trying to be mid jack either. So
mid jack, that's ridiculous.
Gotta be heavy.
I love the accountability, Keenan.
Hey man, I've been caught jacking off before. So
it's a man thing. Accountability.
Is it jack off or is it jag off?
I thought it was Jack.
I thought it was Jack too.
Yeah.
I thought it was Jack.
Yeah.
when you've been caught jacking off, your paranoia is at a different level.
Never been caught.
Yeah.
Never been caught. But I love the accountability, as a man.
He's like, I was hating.
We always talk about accountability. I saw this thing online, and it said, not the victim blame, but Bruce Wayne's parents went down a street called Crime Alley in Gotham City with furs and pearls on and got murdered. And it's like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
And I died laughing because, one, but we had the scenario. Me and Greg one time was talking with Cotty and
Wait, who?
Me and Greg, Goolsby, and shout out to Greg. He gonna come do the podcast actually.
Okay.
And so we talking to him and his wife, and we were talking about accountability, and we're like, they couldn't grasp the concept of like, even though things shouldn't happen, because you know that they do, take steps to avoid those things. Like they couldn't get that. So like I said, let's say, and I gave that kind of scenario. I said, let's say if we driving and we like, let's take a shortcut, because Greg was like, one time we want to take a shortcut down the street. It had no street lights, and we couldn't tell what was going down. He was like, nah, nigga, I'll go around.
Yep.
Right? And they was like, you should be allowed to go down that street and have nothing happen to you. I said, that's true. Mm-hmm. But because that's not how the real world works, you got it. So she's like, so if Greg went down that alley, he gets shot, and you go visit him in the hospital, what are you saying? I'd be like, damn, I'm glad you're all right. Nigga, what were you doing?
Exactly.
Bro? Like, that's what's going to come out.
That's what most men are going to say.
That's what's going to come out. It's like, what was your dumb ass doing, bro? Like, I'm glad you fine, but what? No, I was just trying to get home. Like, you idiot. Like, that's just how we're wired to, because
we're preventative.
Because they speak, I was like, you guys are speaking in ideals.
Yeah. The
world isn't ideal. Yeah. That's just, it sucks, but that's just the reality that we should be able to go outside and all come home.
Well, that's the thing. I think we operate in reality, and we don't operate in fantasy land, where a lot of times, like you said, it's like everything. There should be no world hunger. There should be no issues here, and there should be no murder and killing.
Women should be allowed to wear what they want.
And
dudes should be able to go to whatever neighborhood they want.
And it's wear whatever colors, whatever hat. And it's just like, that's not how it works. Not real life. So it's like, I know when I go to Chicago, I'm probably not going to wear a hat because I don't want to make sure, I don't want to have my hat tilted the wrong way and something happens.
Which is ridiculous.
Oh, there's a thing in Chicago where you can't wear a hat.
Yeah.
Out here, it's the name of the baseball teams or their colors. And in Chicago, it's which way you tilt your hat. So
I
it's
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, so one way is gay and the other way is not.
Hey, I ain't saying all that, bro, because you can get yourself hurt, brother.
It's gangs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's the thing. It's like, we understand that, and it's just like, but why is it this way? It's just like,
I don't know. It's fucking stupid, but that's just how it is.
Murder has always been a thing.
You're right.
Since the beginning of time that we know of.
Right.
So I understand that. My thing is just like, hey, since there is murder out there, be careful.
But it's also like, challenge them to like do better as well. Like, know your marks. Like, I'm from out of town. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to abide by the rules of this area. Like,
no, I agree.
Right, but like, I got to do research now before I step foot off the plane to make sure that they know that them people that they know that I don't know the hat tilt rule.
No, you're speaking. We like that, and that's what they were doing. We like, I agree with you.
Speaking like a woman.
Yeah.
You're right. But the fact is,
but I'm also not gonna go. I'm also not gonna be in those areas. Right. So I'll wear my hat how I want, but I'm just gonna be downtown.
Right.
Exactly. I'm going to Macy's.
Exactly.
I'm going to get some chicken, and then I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back to the hotel.
Harold's real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm back.
I think that's what I think we operate in a sense. I think men are just, since we are kind of like natural protectors in a sense, that's where our brain goes to. Is like, we're looking from a safety standpoint. We're looking at how things, man, I would love for these things to be differently. But like, when them walking down, we say it's called Crime Alley, whatever it's called. Yeah. It's just like, I'm
not going down Crime Alley, bro.
Here's the thing. All these years, I don't know why I didn't know that, but I did know that about Batman, right? I don't feel that bad for him anymore. I'm sorry. Like,
you're rich as fuck. And you go down Crime Alley with your furs on and your pearls?
Because that was our whole thing. We had friends that, they would go to certain parties. We'd be like, hey, bro, you from this neighborhood. You probably shouldn't be going to that party in that neighborhood because that gang is over there and you're part of this gang. Oh, man, but they got the hoes. Look, man, we all love the hoes.
Yeah.
I understand. You know what happened? Nigga got jumped. And it was just like, and now he's like, we gotta go retaliate. What do you mean retaliate?
No, we don't. We told you not to go. So you sit in that ass whooping.
Yeah.
And learn your lesson.
Well, it's not ass whooping because he got jumped.
Yeah, he's still lost. I mean,
he can't say I got my ass whooped.
He got jumped.
He was that got jumped.
It's different.
Sure. But it's like, but that's my thing. It's like, I take precaution as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? It's why we shouldn't have to wear seatbelts.
Right.
But niggas drive crazy.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
drive wild. You gotta take precaution.
I take
man.
precaution too. When I'm stomping a nigga out, I never kick him in his head. I'm all chest and lower.
I don't want to kill a nigga. I just want to.
I'm not gonna stomp you in the head. Like, bro, you don't gotta cover your head, bro. I'm not gonna stomp you in your head, dog.
I get it, bro.
Have you ever told somebody that when you stop them, nigga, uncover your head?
Don't cover your head, dog. You good?
No, you niggas got good aim, man. Y'all not
You gonna stomp me in the
coordinated
head,
enough,
ain't you? I'm not gonna stomp you in the head.
No, you're not coordinated enough,
Have a
bro.
whole conversation. It's like, I'm not gonna stomp you in the
He
head.
don't even
dog.
play. He didn't even make the team. I know he can't do it.
Man, he got morals,
You
dog.
know what? I don't even like the idea of like stomping. I'll kick
Kick,
you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna just kick you a couple times.
Yeah, man, I like the fact
I
that you
ain't
got
trying
some
to break
morals,
nothing,
man.
bro.
Your morals and your stomp out, Gary. I appreciate that, dog.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna let him get up, nigga, too. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Like
that's
let him get up. Let him get up. Like square back up and let's go.
that's
Let him get up. Let him get up.
that
You
is
know what I mean?
that is demoralizing.
Yeah,
That
man.
is like
Yeah.
If you on the other side of that,
You'd rather get stomped.
And you just stomp me out. Just let me tell my folks like, no, I slipped and I couldn't get back up. Like if I had not been able to
What
get
if
back
you-
up,
If they back up, you're like, all right, come on. He's like, my ankle.
Yeah.
You got a freaking
I'm
injury?
slipping in. And all this good, my shoes is
Nigga faked the injury during the fight,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, man, if you
tore my ACL.
bro, if you getting worked that bad, that's probably the best option. Because
Man.
imagine if some dude. I've seen fights where dudes did let him get up like twice, but that's as far as it went. And the dude was like, "All right, he done." And you know, somebody stepped in and be like, "Hey, it's over. He ain't got no more in him."
Yeah.
But imagine if it's his job to there, and you keep letting this get up for like the
knocking
sixth
him
time.
down.
Get up.
Dog,
that's cold.
Like I
That's,
said,
that's when you got to sit there and be like, you got
That's
it,
cold.
bro.
Yeah,
you got me. You got it.
You got it, bro.
And hopefully that dude on the other end is like, "You right."
But
He
if he's letting you get up, he is going to be that person. He'd be like, all right, so
That's
we
definitely
good?
true. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
all right.
good?
Nah, we
good?
ain't
We
done.
ain't good.
We good?
We ain't done, fam. Oh my gosh.
That be making me laugh too when you see that, when a nigga be like, we good? And other be like, he like, yes, nigga, you're good. Like, you.
But what is that?
You can't
know
take
what
anymore.
You know what I was? I was a crier. I always cried
Before a
before
fight?
the fight and after the fight, so people would think that I lost. But I didn't. It wasn't that I lost. It's just that I'm a crier. I cry.
I don't believe you did it on purpose.
Yeah, I cry easily.
I believe that
Yeah.
you probably had that anger because I
The
seen
crying
plenty
anger, I was
yeah,
like that.
yeah. What's up, dude? Nigga, what's up? And
Yeah.
they start crying.
I
And they
missed
got
that.
hands.
I missed that.
I was like,
Can you
yeah.
imagine being so mad you're crying?
Bro,
I've seen that
I used
multiple times
I used to have
growing
a meltdown.
Yeah.
I mean, like as an adult, like,
As an adult, that'd be crazy. That'd be hilarious.
tears just streaming down. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
He's full tears.
It's like, dog.
But beating this nigga ass though, but
Yeah.
full tears. We have too much. I think when you get older, you have too much control.
Yeah,
Your
that shit
emotions,
trash.
you can't. The crying came from I just don't have any control. I feel
Yeah.
all kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm mad. I'm sad. I just hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have no control.
I want to cry in some pussy.
I
That
do
shit
not.
is just so good.
That's one thing I don't want to do.
It's so good.
But
You
I've
don't
had,
understand.
I've had that feeling. I've had that feeling.
It's so good.
I don't understand why it's so
fucking good.
But the tears never came.
It's so good.
have you ever cried in something before? No.
It's some pussy.
No.
No.
I think I've cried like on a like a reconciliation type situation. Like we reconciling.
So you smash, and afterwards you just like, I'm sorry.
No, I'm
bro.
in it. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy we back. I'm gonna cry.
Was that pussy related though, or was it?
No, it was just the whole thing. Just
Yeah.
all the thing coming full circle. It's like, man, you know.
Cause you could have been eating breakfast and been like, man, I'm just
Yeah.
happy we here.
Yeah, I'm crying right now.
I'm laughing. Pussy, man.
So
Good
good.
things.
Yeah. So I guess to go back to that, it's just like I think so you have a daughter, Gary. I was saying that's just how would you try to avoid that mentality then? in
What?
that?
Of her being a victim?
Yeah.
Or of
Or
her being like
accountability.
overly optimistic of the world?
Yeah,
You know-
accountability in the sense of like, yeah.
I think we have a better chance. We understand. We can do. It is what it is. We
And
can
the-
accept it is what it is.
But the thing is that women do have a certain I don't know if it's accountability, but they do have a certain like caution about the world, just given that they're women. You know what I mean? So you have to be like a little bit like you have to look down an alley and be like that's not safe.
Well, it's like so I
But they don't though.
yeah, because I do this
Yeah, they
joke. I
do.
do this joke on stage where it's like
Yeah, they do.
talk-
Women always have their keys in their hand and all kind
No,
of
they
shit.
don't.
Like when
Some
they
do. They should.
I mean,
no.
This how not aware they are. They have to take classes to tell them to do that.
yeah, I think, but I
They be
think
taking classes like you should have this and you should.
I think
It's
the
like
classes
nigga.
are more or less to like because they're traditionally weaker people. So how to like utilize, you know, whatever strengths they have or whatever weapons that they have to compensate for their lack of strength.
I wonder how many of them carry mace.
Yeah.
Like Cotty carries the sprays.
That'd be so funny, bro. It's not funny. It's not funny.
I'm willing to bet like, the percentages are bad.
But like, if you have the mace and you got the mace out and you spray yourself.
The cold part is that's why she stopped carrying it, because she was like, I don't trust myself.
In that moment, yeah,
to do everything right.
Yeah.
And then now I spray myself, and I'm just a bigger.
Because you gotta like look at the thing, make sure it's this way. You know,
well, I think you can probably even feel it, or when you press the button, it's probably or whatever. But I think like
I'm too clumsy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But this goes into like I was saying, like having a joke about like a women's awareness. Yeah. Their awareness is kind of bad. It's just like, you know, for their awareness should be like, as a guy, our awareness is usually hyper aware. And I talk about how like I used to walk around with my headphones on, but nothing's on. So my headphones are in my ears, but either the music's so low I can hear everything, or the music's not even on, right? So I'm like, yo, if somebody come up and they ain't gonna know they about to get wrecked. Mm-hmm. Whereas a woman is just like they'll walk into a space, it's just like you should be more hyper aware like a man is. To be honest,
you should be more aware. And I think they usually are. But like, imagine, like, can you even imagine like how scary the world is just like to a woman if you're just like out in the world, and how much grace you have to give and how optimistic you have to be? Because if you're a woman and you truly knew like how dangerous places could be and how dangerous men could be, like you wouldn't go anywhere. You have to like,
that's true.
You know what I mean? You have to like, okay, I gotta fucking function. I have to exist.
I was gonna say, I wonder, is that why? Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You got to.
Yeah, I wonder, is that why some women, when they get with a guy or they get a boyfriend and finally it's like, nigga, I can let my guard down.
Yeah, let it go.
And they just go, you take care of all that. Man. Now I can wander around in peace.
But that's crazy too, because now, you know, women, there was a whole beta male era where like they always want men to be like more softer and vulnerable and all that shit, and then
bullshit.
But then he can't protect you. He's like this gangly, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Imagine if your man
they don't really be respected. Like I said, they say one thing because it sounds good.
Yeah, bro.
I want a guy who's in touch, but when push comes to shove, I need that dude that could go.
Man.
So that's I love that you mentioned that too, because I had couples therapy on Wednesday, and my therapist, or a couples therapist, is a black woman, and she said something to the effect of like, women don't want to tap into them. They want to be feminine.
Oh yeah.
They want to be feminine.
Yeah.
And I was like, you saying that on the record? That's on the record. Like, basically, like, they want to be taken care of.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm saying it on the record.
Yeah.
Women do not want to be masculine.
They're tired of, they walk around protected because they have to.
Right.
Like Keenan said, once they get in this space where I can chill.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm not thinking about shit.
And
right.
I'm not.
And what does that say about you as a man too, right? When your woman is so comfortable,
still carrying a lot.
You
a whole ass nigga.
That goes two ways, right? As a man,
your woman stressed, bitch ass nigga,
whole ass nigga.
But it goes into that. It's like, yo, as a man, if your woman she lets her guard down around you, it's like, what does that say about you as a man, right? That means she either trusts you or at least whatever, right? And then the opposite is like,
but by the idea of guard, that could be anything.
I don't think it's just a physical guard.
It's not it's
mental,
anything.
it's a financial, there's several
everything.
guards
Yeah,
they
there's
have
all
up.
guard, yeah.
So when they start letting them down, that means you've at least handled that area.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So let's say she only worried about money, but when y'all walk the street, she's still nervous. Well, then you got to take a class, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you good on the finances, but you can't.
Or you got to move to an open carry state.
Yeah, you got to do something.
He's like, I'm going to handle this. We're going to move.
Yeah, you got to do something, bro.
Because I was thinking about even getting, like, so you wouldn't trust, like, to get your ladies a burner? Because I was gonna give Janelle a burner, because at least.
Wait, what do you mean by burner?
A burner is like a non-lethal gun, but
it shoots the pellets, the big.
It's gonna get you a ball from, but it can shoot the pellets, but it can shoot the pellets with also pepper spray too.
Yeah.
So like if you pop somebody, you can put like 2 pellets and then a pepper spray behind that, and then if it hits them in the face or whatever.
Yeah. Apparently, it feels like a punch,
a real punch.
You out of there,
knock you out punch.
Yeah.
But it's like, I watched videos on it on YouTube, and I was like, oh, the dude showed, he's like, this shit is legit. He was like, as a gun carrying state guy, like this is what I do. He's like, this is not a bad thing to have in a state, like he called, they always call California a pansy state, but it's just like, if you living in California, definitely get one of these.
Yeah.
So it's like, I definitely want to get her something, because I bought her mace a few times and she hasn't even had to use it, but
That's interesting. I'm now thinking about like, should women just be? Because I was entertaining the thought of like every woman should own a gun. Every woman should train to know how to like use a gun.
I think so.
Like especially if you out here alone in the world and a lot of women are single, like you should know how to operate a gun.
Do you think there should be a class like when you get like a high school class? Like, all right, when you get 16,
You saying that out loud? Absolutely.
Yeah. That could be dangerous,
but the danger, there's a danger there because now, obviously, men, there's always an undercurrent of men feeling threatened by women.
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
They're taking classes now. We're doubling up.
So now I got to treat you right.
Yeah.
I got to treat you right now. Because you might, you might get emotional, haul off, shoot a nigga now. That's, you know what I mean?
Well, that'll be the only issue is that you're going to always have those people in there that are crazy and they're going to use that. They're going to use that for
true.
evil.
So I take it back.
Yeah, I take it back too. I'm taking it back too. Women should not own guns.
Especially at that age.
Yeah.
Where your
16?
hormones, 16, and you're irrational?
So,
no, nigga.
Postmenopausal women should be able to own weapons. Let's get hella specific.
Everybody over 50 should be given a gun.
Yeah. Who has had kids.
With no childhood trauma.
No childhood trauma. One abortion.
But what's funny is
who's going after them?
The funny thing is
no disrespect. Who's trying to capture
no disrespect? Respectfully, ma'am, who's trying to fuck you? Respectfully,
right? Because I'm saying they're not going to be at the age where that's going to be, in a sense, desirable. A lot of times they're going to be going after women that are essentially younger. So they would probably need that
so we'll
more.
go younger. Mid-20s, thick. You gotta be thick. If you ain't got no ass, you don't need no gun. Let me tell you that right now.
Nigga, you're gonna get you're done,
if you ain't got
buddy.
no ass, you don't need no gun. If you ain't got no ass, you don't need no gun.
Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Hey man, this is wildly inappropriate.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I'm saying.
But they all shouldn't have guns.
Yeah,
what's funny is what we're talking about.
In theory, they should though.
What we're talking about is simply what gun laws are. We just like there should just be background checks, and then get people like when people be flipping
but you
out
can't
over gun
background
laws.
check a heartbreak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can. Just go on Instagram.
How many
if
niggas
you see hella memes, no gun for you, nigga. Like if you see hella, I'm in my soft era memes, man. They should no gun for you.
If God got you,
no gun for you, nigga. Like
if God got
your last 6 posts for memes, hell no gun.
That's funny.
If you ever posted, it's just me and my son, nigga. No gun, nigga. No. The
We need
only
to see
man I'll
active
ever
fathers.
trust. Hell no. No gun.
Oh man.
No gun.
That calligraphy writing with clouds and shit.
Yeah, no gun.
Yeah. That whole I'm the father on Father's Day too.
Oh,
No gun.
If you celebrate Father's
Day,
Day,
you're a mom,
and you're not a father.
And you know what dude shouldn't get guns? If you ever see a post where a woman makes a joke about a man, every dude that be in them comments like, it's because he's blah blah. No guns for you,
guns
bro.
for you.
Them niggas be out there hurt. They be so hurt and mad. Every comment I see, because I be running across all kind of stuff, and it be funny.
Yeah.
But if we the butt of the joke, these dudes be in them comments losing it.
Yeah, they're angry.
They can't handle it. I'm like, y'all don't need to be outside.
Yeah, because
there's something about leaving comments in general that's as a man. I remember when written text was like considered gay. Like because we've been here since the start of like social media and the start of the internet, the start of text messaging.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember when it was gay to text a dude?
Oh, the text dude?
Yeah, it was gay to text a dude.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was like, nigga, don't text me, you call me.
I remember that.
Which is also
gay because you didn't listen to your voice. You're in my ear, nigga.
Yeah, so what you doing?
Your voice in my ear.
Yeah, exactly.
We just don't know. It's all new. It was new.
Anything new is gay.
And then, anything new is gay.
With
you
dudes,
couldn't text K. Remember? You can't text K. You can't text I'm here now. Come outside.
Can't wait at the door.
Yeah.
Nigga, if I drop you off, nigga, I hope you make it in.
Yeah.
That's just it.
That was gay.
That even was gay. It's still gay.
Is it still gay?
Niggas
What?
be like, if I drop you off, all right, bro, I'm out.
So you don't wait for him to get in his car or whatever? Let's drop you off at your car.
Oh man, I care about my friends.
Just the only way I'm watching you get in the house if I drop you off shit faced. Like, you know what I mean? When you drop your boy off drunk.
Or at night, maybe. It's
I carry you to the door. I'm sorry about that. We didn't mean to bring him home like this.
Yeah.
But, you know,
You couldn't text a man a smiley face.
sorry.
That was
so
off
if
limits.
your homie, if you drop your homie off, after, we used to do stand-up comedy at midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. If you drop your homie off at 2 a.m., you're not going to wait till you get to his door?
Nah. She's fine.
I trust that you man enough to get into your house, bro.
Like, bro.
I trust that you, man.
Unless you live in crime alley,
I trust
nigga.
that you masculine enough to get into your house.
You can't.
If you live in the hood, then if you live in the hood,
why you ask me to drop you off?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to sleep in my couch, and we can drop you off in the morning, nigga. Like I'm not going over there.
we did know. We did say I had that happen before. We're just like, man, we drop you off in the morning, dog. We ain't going to your crib.
Over there. That's that hyper awareness. I'm not going over there, bro. Now you good? You good? Nah, nigga. I'm not going over there. Bro.
It honestly goes back to that.
So, why when comics travel, or like why when black people travel, it's always like this weird thing where people want to take you to the hood.
Cause that's where the best food is, bro.
It's just purely about food.
For me, it is.
I think
Okay.
yeah. I think for the groups that I travel with, it's usually about food. It's about
it's-
food, but also too, I think it's a part of it. It is about touching that.
I think
part
it's hip hop culture. A lot of them rappers come from there. You want to see it?
that too, and I would say just
But you know what it is.
I just go for food.
Like you know exactly what it is. I'll touch some places for some food
I'll go for food.
also too, if there's that's a lot of times
because
too.
the danger makes the food taste a little better.
No, I was gonna say
It
sometimes
brings out the flavors.
Sometimes it's also too that might be where some of the black-owned businesses are, and it's just like I know
That's true.
For me too, it's like I do want to support black-owned business, even if it's in the hood. It's just like, all right, cool. What they do? They got clothes there, they got shoes, they got food there, they got whatever there. They do shea butters there. I want to go over there and support that business.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's.
But what about the risk assessment of that? You're out
no,
of towner,
you gotta-
you're out of bounds.
you go with somebody you supposed to?
Oh,
you feel me?
okay.
Either that,
But you don't know his enemies either.
Well, whoever I'm going with ain't out there
Okay.
like that.
we went to.
But you don't know what people be doing, bro.
I don't know if I want to say.
I
I
don't
don't
trust
know.
shit.
I don't know if I want to say his name because I don't know how he is about his stuff out there. But like we went to a certain area in a certain city, and he made sure we were good, and that nigga had us good, and we were in the hood. Like it was to the point where we were just like, this is kind of crazy. Like this is like literally like some. It was nuts, and he was so good.
Were
He
you
was
scared?
Not there wasn't a second where I was like, oh shit, this is kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because when we were walking around, everybody was like, yo, 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 yo.
How did y'all? Because we're talking about risk assessment and men being like hyper aware of things. What was it about him that just made you just trust that y'all would be good?
When he says I don't even know because I didn't know him like that. The person that I was rolling with, they knew him.
Okay.
And he was like, yo, I'm pretty much like the mayor of the city, especially in the hood. And I was just kind of like, in my head, I was kind of like, that's what every nigga say, right? that was that first thing that came to my head. Every nigga say that. I'm good in my hood, and then they get beat up or whatever. And when we got there, as soon as we started driving with the windows down, every time he threw his hand up, everybody kept saying his name. No. They all knew him. They all stepped it up. And I saw the energy around him and the respect around him. Then I was just like, okay.
Which means he has haters.
Oh,
1,000%.
yeah,
1,000%. But
nigga, these tacos.
Niggas
though.
be hating.
But these tacos.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, nothing happened. The love was there, and even sometimes when we were with Tony some places, we don't necessarily say the time we're going someplace. We just pull up, and we're only there for a few minutes anyways. And then when people do see like Tony, they be like, or even B. Lou, when they see him, from Roast Me, they're just like, yo, this is crazy. Because when we was in the hood, people saw B. Lou specifically, and they know him for Roast Me. And that was a whole fucking roast session.
Yeah.
In the hood. It was like, and that was for them. I'm sure they was just like, nigga, this is incredible, dog. Like, we get a chance to touch you in that sense. And we know that you real. Like, we respect it more.
I think the hood is fine with niggas who ain't trying to do too much in their hood. Like when the rappers go, nigga, it's on some. They be on some flexing shit.
You're applying too much logic to hood politics.
That could be a thing.
These niggas don't be that logical. Like I don't like the way he was trying to.
But that do be happening.
It needs to be opportunistic.
Facts.
That's true too. I think too. Sometimes if somebody sees you and you coming in there, you got full on sweats. You clearly have no jewelry, no watch, no crazy sneakers on. Nothing on you show that you have money, even though you are somebody that's somewhat famous. They might look at you and be like, oh,
which is how I move. I'm not highlighting anything.
Nope.
Nah,
like,
I'm
not presenting anything of value.
Because there's wolves. At the end of the day, like you said, there's wolves out there that are just like, yo, bro, like you coming in.
You gotta get it.
You're not even from here. You coming into our neighborhood, and you essentially shining in front of us. We might need that from you, bro. Even if they're not gonna kill you, they might like, hey, just come up.
But I really just be there for food.
Come off that.
We be there for food, but that's my whole thing. It's like we don't know what you don't know what other people are on. You don't know what other people's vibe are. You don't know what's going on within their own community. What wars is going on? Like what you don't know what's going on.
That's why I go with somebody. Like take me You know what I mean? All right, bet we gonna go.
Yeah.
And then go eat. Cause I'm like, where's the spots at? They be like, you got to go to blah blah. But people from there too be telling you go at this time.
Right.
If you miss it,
Right.
then it's over.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Because the community got to eat there too.
Right.
Yeah.
So they know when to get the hell out of there, all that stuff. But I think another reason why, I mean, Keenan said the black-owned businesses. We said food, but I think another reason why people want to go to the hood because when you go to these different cities, you want to see your people. And usually,
Why we gotta go to the hood to see our own people?
Because not all areas have affluent black neighborhoods.
I don't want to see them niggas either.
You know what I mean? Well, that's the thing. People want to see the black. Where the black people at? Where so it's just like
That's
they
also
over
interesting.
here.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm gonna go over there then because that's where they at.
What's different about those black people versus the black people that we're used to seeing?
What do you mean?
Like,
I just like meeting them everywhere. It's
Okay.
just,
I mean, because
this is a good feeling, bro.
Yeah, when I
Okay.
see, especially
Like when I was in Tulsa, bro, we went down to Black Wall Street.
yeah,
And
that felt
the
good.
feeling was just like,
Okay.
and my boy, Larry.
But that's not the hood.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But even like, because like in LA, you have to hit certain areas to know where to go to even see black people. Like there's black people in pockets in LA, right? So where we probably stay at, there's not a whole bunch of black people where we stay at. They're like, we probably got a mixture of everything. So when you go into a place, like when I love Maryland because Maryland does have a lot of affluent black places, right? And so they're working at the fast food places. They're working at the donut shops. They're working at the grocery store, the airport. They're everywhere. You're like, damn, like where I'm from, I don't see this at all. Like I don't see our people anywhere unless we're going to like a black function or like, where there's just very few black neighborhoods now. Because everybody had to be spread out, unless you go to fucking like Lancaster over on the hood side, over there now. So it's like I get it. It's like I like seeing our people, and for a lot of times my experiences, not that there's not bad experiences, maybe because it's the energy too. It's always love and respect.
It's always love, bro.
And you be like, I love our people when you get around that. It feels different than when you're around people that are not black. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and like I like how older black women talk to me.
That's what I was gonna lean into.
We went down there and they had all the men had they old schools out. They playing dominoes out there. It was a random barbecue truck that was fucking fire.
Yeah,
and all this stuff. And then we was walking by. They had all they had their perfumes and all that stuff. We walked into some ladies like, come in here. It's black on everything in here. Black on black. Blah blah. So they had black board games. Black blah blah. And so we ended up buying. I bought a shirt. Some other stuff. I was like, oh, y'all got candy? She was like, here, just take the candy. We got fruit. Y'all want some fruit? Like they was just, and I was just like, man, like
feel like family.
I want to be here.
I just I don't knock it at all. I'm always kind of just like curious to know sort of because like that same mentality. People will go like overseas. People will go to Japan and be like, where the black people at? Yeah. And that's always just like an interesting thing to me. Yeah. It's like, nigga, you're in a whole nother country. Right. Like, why are we do that? Why are we constantly searching for like
comfort?
For is it comfort? Is it just comfort? Okay.
Well, I think too when you go into those particular places, right?
But I don't do that overseas.
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting to me. It's just always been interesting.
I would understand at the beginning, no. If I'm going overseas someplace, if I'm there for like a week or two, I might be like, "Is there a pocket of us somewhere?"
I wouldn't still.
I would just want to know, is there? Because it's just like sometimes when you
I guess it would be cool to know.
Because like if you go to a place like
I guess it would be cool to know. It would be cool to know.
If you go to Japan, you find like there's a community of like
niggas
black
speaking
people.
Japanese. That'd be cool.
I mean, it'd be interesting.
But
It wouldn't be in my mind to
that's what I'm saying.
Look out
so
for
my mentality when I'm traveling, like I'm not like outwardly going out. It will be a food thing. I am trying to find food, but I'm not necessarily trying to find like where is this at. And I don't know if it's because
it's overseas or even in America.
Just in general,
yeah.
It may be something like psychologically where it's like, okay, if I'm out and about and I'm like, and I'm trying to have unique experiences, like different experiences, I'm seeking like what is different, what is unique, and I guess there's a part of me that like knows that has a full understanding of our experience. Yeah, like I know what that is. I know what that's like.
But I don't want to go somewhere and see white experiences everywhere. Plus, and this is why I do it too. For me, and it's just usually when I'm traveling for work.
Right.
If I go to these black neighborhoods, hey, I got a show tonight.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. That's another reason why I do it. It's like, as I'm ordering this plate, oh, this your first time here? You never been here before? They always go, no, I'm just in here for town. What you do?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Cheryl, she got it. And they show up.
All that is dumb. All that is dumb.
You know what I mean? So like,
my only hesitation it purely just be the hood.
Yeah.
If I can access black people without touching the hood, nigga, because I'm from the hood, I don't want to touch the hood.
Right.
I remember 50 Cent said this years ago. It was in the song too. He's like, I'm not even going back to the hood, not even to visit a nigga. Yeah. And I was just like, damn. And I think maybe it might be different when you are from a place.
Yeah.
That and you saw like, I guess we're like Keon and I would be technically hood adjacent in a sense, right? So it's like, for somebody that might have grew up deeply in it, you just kind of like, yo, I saw so much shit. I got to get away from this. Yeah.
And the only thing that I would, but again, like the younger generation, it's a bit. These niggas are cowboys. Like it's wild.
Yeah.
But the only thing that I would feel protected, the only thing that I would feel protected by is the fact that I don't dress in a shiny, glamorous way. But then also my age. I do have to understand now. Like we were talking about in the car. Like nigga, we unks now. We OGs now. Yeah. So there is a certain level. Mix. Yeah, there's a certain level of respect there. Like hey yo, what up OG? Like you know what I mean. So there is that there. That it's like, oh, I'm not a threat. I'm not out here trying to steal your clientele or whatever.
We've exited. that.
Energy,
we've exited.
Because I remember when we went to St. Louis and we talking about Mike. Mike Francis took us to this a Chinese food spot over there, and when we walked in, like I said, it's me, Tony, B, Lou, and Mike, and we're all near at least near the same age, and we walked in and these young boys was in there, and they was 15, 16 years old. They had the thing on them, they were strapped up, and they looked at us, but they wasn't. You could tell there was no threat. Like, man, hey, who y'all? It was kind of
these
like
niggas going to get food for their wives.
Yeah, we were dressed a certain way. We were all just like in sweatpants. We didn't have a threatening energy or a threatening look about us. Yeah. So they looked at us like, all right, they ain't about nothing. They didn't come in there with the energy. That now when stuff started to pop off with somebody else in there, the energy shifted for sure. Yeah. But when we came in there wasn't on some like they didn't scan us like nigga. It's kind of a quick look. They ain't nobody.
Because even like our old man energy is different than young man. So it's like even like if you don't look your age, they can still tell. Nah, like I knew I crossed over when this random kid in 24 Hour Fitness asked me for life advice
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, bro. We hooping. He was like, "Hey man, can I ask you something, bro?" Like blah blah blah. And I was like, "The fuck make
Was this after hooping or before y'all started hooping?
This is before.
Okay.
And I'm like, what made you
the leggings?
You know what made you? That's a young thing. Actually,
it's definitely a young thing.
But I'm like, what made
what's his
him?
Age? Like around what was his age?
Like 20.
Okay, so he wasn't a teenager. He was up.
Nah, but it was on some like. You look like you are you married? I was like, yeah. Can I ask you? Like he was going through it with his chick. Yeah. So he's showing me the text messages like so. Am I tripping? And I'm just like, what made him? And I was like, it has to be an energy thing. It has to be a
black or not?
Nah, he was like a little Mexican dude.
And that don't count.
I was like, I think it was just an energy of.
Not that it don't count. It's different. Yeah.
I think it's just when you get to a certain age, you just not. Because I remember when I was young, my dad and his friends, they had a different walk.
100%.
They had a different. You know what I mean? Yeah. You just knew they wasn't. Nobody's ever. I never saw my dad get pressed by a young. But me, if I'm going to the party, but like. Growing up, you just be like, nah, they not.
We're talking about that in the car too, just how the internet is like changing the idea of like what age is. Yeah. What is aging? Because we're all kind of doing the same shit and we all kind of have access to the same shit, and then we also present our best selves on the internet in terms of like how we look and people throwing on filters.
How much
aging with the internet,
but how much you care about shit.
So if you active, that's like if you're active on there, that's like. But
the aging also is even if you're active on the internet or whatever, how you look at stuff, they know where you at. Yeah, you know where they like, oh, we about to eat. Like, nigga, I'm going to be. They be like, all right, well, you're not with us. You're not.
I think too, even to go to your point about the young dude asking you for advice, it probably just like you said, your energy is like you seem like you were cool.
Yeah, nigga. When you hooping and you sitting like this on the side, like this nigga,
the leg cross.
This nigga's an adult.
Yeah,
like, he's
I think you just wanted the black perspective.
And honestly, when you said he wasn't black, I thought that kind of too was just like, all right, it could have been one of those things.
Let me
like
get this from a black perspective. You look like you look like you got bitches.
He did say that, actually.
Yeah.
You look like you do well.
Yeah.
This girl.
I wanna evolve to a time where we could just call a man good looking. Why we
you a beautiful looking brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man. You a good looking nigga,
gorgeous,
man.
Dog.
You do well.
That don't sound gay. That don't sound gay to me. You good looking nigga, bro.
Nah, I mean,
okay, nigga, you fine.
Nah,
that's a little okay. All right, okay.
This girl just got. I just saw this
cute
girl.
Nigga, man.
I just saw this girl. That's gayer. Then fine. I just saw this girl getting like people got on her because she was like she made a little video and she said, "When you know your brother fine," and somebody wants something like that, and everybody's like, "You call your brother fine?" It was the word choice. If she just said, "When you have a handsome sibling or handsome," but her calling her brother, she was like, "My brother's so fine" or something, and people was like, "That's weird, bro. That's weird to say."
But it's just the way we're wired.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, it is weird, but I remember growing up and hella girls thought their brother was fine. Now
I don't remember that.
I saw girls say all the time that my brother cute, my brother fine, he got and I used to be like. I used to look at them and be like, "That's weird as hell." Like,
it's just the verbiage.
It's just the verbiage. Yeah.
But some of these girls, I even thought that like they were attracted to their brother because sometimes
the verbiage.
Well, not just the verbiage. I used to see these girls hang on their brother a certain way. Where I was like, "Why are you hugging your brother this way?" This is like,
I think
nigga. No, it is not.
No, I think there's I think because I think at if you're at a certain age, I don't know if they're like in high school and stuff, but like when I was super young, like I think I probably was like attracted to my sister in like a way where I'm like 5 or 6 and I don't understand like my own body and my own like, you know what I mean? You're like developing.
He was talking older.
Oh, you're talking about older?
I'm talking about like when I'm talking about this was like high school. This is
okay,
like,
yeah, that's different.
This is middle
That's
school
different.
going into high school where you know better to be like, "Yo, why you're hugging your brother in a sexual way?" You
Okay,
be like,
yeah,
"My
that's
brother."
different.
What made it
That's
sexual?
different. His dick was out.
That's what I'm saying. What made the hug sexual?
It just
What makes-
looked-
The way
I
you
don't-
hug, it's like I can't demonstrate, but the way he's hugging on him wasn't like
Demonstrate on
brother.
me.
It wasn't brother and sister. She's hugging on him. Like, think about how your girl hugs on you, nigga. Those type of hugs. It wasn't like
She put her leg up.
It was like
That's what I'm saying. When she wrapped
It'll be
around,
pelvis to pelvis. She'll put her legs on him like this, like on him like that. It was just like, yo. To
That's
me,
wild. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
that's a little much at a certain age. It's like you don't do that to me at a certain age. I feel like your brother and your sibling, even if it's him doing that to her, it's like you shouldn't be hugging your sister from the back, like, "What's up, baby sis? Damn, I miss you." Like,
putting on a lot, bro.
you know what I'm saying? That's
weird.
I didn't say that.
Yo, I've seen that, and the sister be like, "Oh, what's up? Miss you, brother." And I used to be like,
Maybe that, or okay, they
don't
were
know.
actually related because we went through that whole phase of like,
When
you're
everybody-
my brother,
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
is
yeah,
my
yeah.
brother,
For sure, for
It's
sure.
my brother,
and I'm
yeah.
trying to smash.
Do they still do that?
I think they still do
"We're
that.
not in that age bracket,
They're
so maybe
twin.
not."
Everybody's twins now. My twin.
Yeah, because I remember that.
Just
That's
new,
my brother.
I think Gary said it's just new verbiage.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. It's the same energy.
But you're talking about actually
They
like
were
related,
blood related.
half or full.
Wait, and
Step or not?
And
It's
are
a
you-
step, yeah.
Is this something you saw maybe once or twice, and now it's like I saw this all the time?
No.
Was it one sick family?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, nigga, I saw this shit. It was just a freak of
Nah.
the litters down the street.
Yeah.
I
that
saw
had
this
some
in
weird shit.
neighborhoods at times. I saw this at school at times. I saw this just like at functions that
But
would
it was
be
all
at.
the same family.
Nah.
This
It
nigga
was-
wanted to judge. You was selling porn, nigga. Who are you to judge?
I mean,
somebody making out their
That's
brother.
weird. You got to hug. Hey, listen,
Selling
I'm
porn.
selling my daddy's porn.
selling
my
porn.
dad's.
Yeah.
My dad gave me this.
Not with
thing.
him. Not with him in it though, nigga. But I wasn't selling my dad's. Nigga, like.
I'm selling my dad's porn. Don't hug your sibling.
Oh, shit.
Don't hug your sibling. By the way, my father gave me
My
porn
father
to
gave
give
me
to other
these
children.
DVDs to sell. Oh my god,
kids.
to other children, to other kids.
Nigga, it wasn't like he was just like he didn't just cut a scene like just cut the scene. Show the homies in school my new scene, nigga. It wasn't.
Hey, Keenan.
Oh
You
shit.
skipped it to your adolescent friends.
At the end of the day,
Oh my
Give it
god.
to them niggas that be hugging. They fucking
man.
weird.
here's the thing. I understand that aspect from a business standpoint.
From a business standpoint.
selling porn was what it was, nigga. It wasn't free yet, baby.
Oh shit.
Niggas
It
sell
was a
porn.
market. My
Here's the
dad
thing.
understood the
Here's the
market.
thing. Here's the thing. He was ahead of the game.
That was great.
He was. He was ahead of the game. Niggas is buying porn now. Niggas is on these websites paying whatever 99 to get access to this stuff.
Whatever 99. That's good. That's a funny t-shirt.
So-
whatever 99.
So at the end of the day, it was like, hey, nigga, he was just like, yo, y'all niggas need to make some money. You're checking out old enough to have a job. You got a work permit, but you can't work at a job yet. Nigga, here, nigga, sell this shit. Nigga, y'all niggas watching this shit,
Right.
sell it.
You don't have to convince us. I understand the logic behind it.
But that ain't
That's
From a
funny.
business
From a business
But here's the
standpoint, I
thing,
get
it
it.
ain't-
But also, I watch a lot of SVU. And this nigga
But here's the thing.
cuddling smut.
So great. Peddling smut is
Peddling smut is crazy.
That's fucking wild. What did you do? I peddle smut. Oh shit! That is the craziest way to get like CPS involved in your life.
Oh man,
To get taken away from your
Like,
family.
yeah, because what if you get busted at school?
Yeah, you get busted. How'd you get this?
I got it from my dad.
Lock him up!
That nigga going to jail. Nigga.
Lock him up! And your dad-
also too selling DVDs
For being a smut peddler.
Oh man.
being a smut peddler. Oh man,
shit.
but I think when you think about stuff like that now, you look like the trouble that you probably could get into because and school, you're like, oh, I'm just trying to make some dollars here and there. And niggas is selling bootlegs anyway, so why the fuck can I sell?
What's funny is, I understand that your dad should have known.
Yeah,
what
your
kind
dad
of trouble
shoulda-
you
yeah.
could have got into.
That's funny, man.
Well, yeah, I
Shout out
think-
to Pops though. He was
Well,
about
I
his
mean,
money.
He was there.
He was about his money.
Here's the
He
thing:
was there.
he wasn't like
Yeah.
just go out and sell it in the open. And he's like, be
Yeah.
careful. It's like we had narcs at our school. We knew niggas that were narcs. I knew some of the narcs. So I knew that'd be like, hey, I'm not selling
Yeah.
them, or I wasn't selling around them.
Yeah.
because they were the type of niggas that be like, no matter what you're selling.
I love the idea of him buying Keenan a bigger backpack for the fall. It's like, hey, got you an extra
Smut
big,
season is
extra
hilarious.
large.
I
So you
told
can fit your DVDs
You know,
in
it's
there.
springtime.
I
Niggas
already,
be
I
horny in
already,
the spring.
I
Yeah.
already told you I got high on my own supply and it didn't work
Yeah.
for me too well. But you know that is not the same as niggas getting a little touchy with your sister.
Yeah,
and
that
their
is, yeah, it's not the
Not-
same.
it's
It's not the
not
same.
the
It's not the
fucking
same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, but we're at 56 minutes.
We have our clip for the next one for sure.
So we're just peddling smut is fucking hilarious.
Damn.
God, that whole segment was so funny.
What was the other time? So I mean, I guess I could go. You want to go into? I guess we had a topic of like
I don't
even
even know
from,
what we're talking
We
about.
had the natural thing versus being,
Oh, yeah,
taking
that's-
all the chemicals.
Yeah, because you know, it's crazy. I just had a talk with somebody about that yesterday. Because they were talking about how much weight they lost, and they lost a ton of weight. I was like, because you changed your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think people, when it comes to, I don't think people understand. For those of you guys who don't know, what we're talking about
I come here sometimes and I have coffee and I want to brush my teeth, and I always bring my toothbrush. And anytime Keon give me some toothpaste, it's always like some fucking like
Fluoride.
It's always like the crest
Fluoride's
with
fine, actually.
crest with just like the generic crest with like the scope
whitening,
yeah, like
bathing
all
soap,
that
everything,
shit.
right?
Yeah, it's never just like the natural Toms or Sensodyne. Everybody on
Trash.
Sensodyne.
well, what's the F word you're not supposed to have in there?
Pronamel, huh?
There's something that's not supposed to be in the toothpaste. I thought it started with an F.
This nigga, he always gives me like green blue toothpaste.
Yeah.
So Gary was like,
with the specs in it.
they don't have no specs. That's for the kids. The kids was have the specs. But Gary was like, you don't have any natural stuff. And I was like, what's the point? Because people be trying to switch to like a natural toothpaste or natural deodorant, but didn't change their diet, didn't change it. Natural shit only works if your whole life is natural.
Right. Or
So
at
you
least the
can't-
majority of it is.
You can't just see like, I'm gonna wear natural deodorant. Nigga, you're gonna be musty because
Yeah.
you're still eating hella meat and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
kind. Like if you don't change everything, using a natural product ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
So then we had a discussion about changing your whole lifestyles, and like people, when it comes to weight loss, natural, whatever it is, people just want to do parts, and it's like, no, if you're gonna
gotta
go
do the whole
down
thing.
this alley,
Yeah.
you have
Crime
to
alley.
change your whole life, and most people are not willing to do that.
You got to
So
pitch
what
a
is the
tent in
point?
the woods.
Yeah, you got to go out
Yeah.
there. You got to
Gotta go all
walk
out.
barefoot outside,
Yeah.
get in touch with nature. You got to do all that shit.
Going-
And they be like,
You
nah,
gotta-
I just use
You
natural
got to fish with a
toothpaste.
harpoon.
Nah. You might as well. I mean, you might as well just keep dying the way you're dying. That's how I look at it.
Might as well.
If you, because it doesn't make any sense. Like you say, yeah, it's a toothpaste, but it's like all of a sudden the deodorant's not natural. You're still eating the worst food of food.
Yeah.
You're not even getting
Yeah.
your cuts of
This
meat from my
natural
farm.
toothpaste not even built
To
fight
to
Popeyes.
fight.
nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
It's not built for that, bro. It's not. This natural is
Yeah.
built for fruits
The natural
and vegetables.
toothpaste is
nigga.
no match
Yeah.
for Popeye's
for,
biscuits.
for spicy
Them
chicken,
biscuits
nigga.
gonna come in there, yeah.
Man, that red beans and rice is beating the shit out of that. Like, you can't do it. That
Out of
Yeah.
these times.
You're gonna be musty. You can't do that. Like, and so we got the discussion yesterday with the weight loss thing and how people always want to do a fad or a diet. No, you have to change your life. Like,
Yeah.
you have to eat different. You have to walk every day. You have to, like, you can't just be like, I'm gonna do this cleanse for a month, you're gonna be fat again.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do intermittent fasting for this. Your body's gonna get used to that, and you're gonna be fat again. Like you have to change everything.
Yeah, because some people they'll go on diet, but they'll still do drugs, or they'll still be alcoholics, and it's just like
that's sugar.
Yeah.
All that's sugar, but also that's all poison.
Right.
So it's like the goal is to try to get as much of that shit out of your system. So it's like, you know, I understand. Maybe it's like that's how you do. You start off slow. You're like, all right, cool. I'm gonna start here, and then I'm gonna start to weed off things. I'm not saying somebody that should go cold turkey out the gate. It's very difficult to go natural out the gate.
Mm-hmm. Now you're being nice. What it is people want a quick fix. Whatever.
That's the main.
That's really
thing.
what it is.
That's what it really is.
So people do diets and shit like that because they be like, how do I lose 20 pounds right now?
Right.
Instead of just making changes in your life where not only you're going to lose the 20, you'll never gain it back.
Yeah.
They be like, I just want something done. I got a trip coming up in Cancun. I just want to look good for this.
Yeah.
Let me drink fucking cayenne pepper and water and lemon for a week, shit all day, and be like, oh, I look good. And then you're going to go on vacation and come off vacation fat again.
Yeah.
That's just what it's going to be. You have to change, but they don't want to. They just want to, I want fast. I want everything fast.
So I mean, I think what nowadays with all this stuff happening is like, and I guess this is like, I don't know exactly what it was, but during the Kendrick and Drake battle, we find out I didn't know what a V12 was. I thought it was a car.
I didn't know what that was either.
But V12 was like a thing that helps you, like, I guess, trim fat so you can create abs. So that's what he talked about. Drake getting his abs from, right? It's like, what about people that do stuff like that, where it's like they're either getting surgeries, and what if a nigga just keeps getting surgery?
That's what everybody's doing right now.
They get fat again. Well, gotta go back in.
That's literally what people are doing right now. They're getting
sickening.
re-lap bands and redone and re-tummy. Like, they just keep going in. They keep getting their face done. They keep getting this, like, because they don't want to change their life. So I'd rather just go in for a procedure where I can die instead of just eating a little more fruits and that's what's crazy about
eating a little more fruits and
bro.
vegetables.
That's what's wild about it. Is people act like
it's hard to eat fruits and vegetables consistently. Yeah. I think the preparation of it.
It's insane to do. I get the convenience of fast food and all that, right? But like me, I started again because, you know, after the boys made fun of me, I was like, all right, I'm about to get back on my shit.
Got bullied.
So on Monday,
you're human. You have your ebbs
Monday,
and flows.
I grilled. I got on the grill, made preps,
carcinogens,
all that shit, and we was like, let's get back to. She went and got the sweet potatoes. Let's just go back to this. Have it ready, so we ain't gotta. We just heat it up and go. And yeah, it's a lot of work for that one day. But then the rest of the days, we chill. The boys, you want a snack, get some fruit, get the, you know, and it's not hard. And then I think what people underestimate too is once you start doing that stuff for a while, you get used to it.
Yeah.
And then that stuff don't call you no more. Like, I'm at a point now with alcohol, like, bro, I might be done. Like, I don't do it like that. Yeah, I don't do it like that no more. Like, the last time we drank, I was like, I don't like this.
The feeling of it or the taste of it or all the above?
I was like, I don't like it. And so, because I was already going like less and less and less and less and less and less to a point where, like, even on the road, no, nothing, like, already. And then now it's so rare that when I do have a sip, I'd be like, and this is why I don't do this. Like, I just don't.
Well, I'll say this though. I disagree that it's saying it's not hard. I don't think that's true. I think it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I'll say, because I'm watching this. It's a YouTube show right now, but Big Jade's on it. Jade's on it.
Yeah.
And it's this dude named D Herb, and he's doing like a pretty much a weight loss challenge with Jade and I forget this other girl, Nika, I think it is.
Oh yeah, because I saw Josh saying he needed to get his stuff together. Yeah.
And he just lost 100 pounds in like
that's dope.
like in 3 months, 4 months, whatever it is. He lost 100 pounds, but I would say one of it was part of the dude. I think his name is D Herbs. His taking his herbs, but also too, I think because I saw Jai at Whole Foods not too long ago too, and he's like,
what you doing in there?
He's
peddling smut. It's hard that now. It's kind of hard to listen to him like say like good life shit, knowing his past that he used to. Yeah,
I mean, you should be your passion define who you are.
He used to sell porn to children.
But I mean, he's saying he's damn near doing like, I think pretty much almost like raw vegan on top of that.
Oh, that's extreme. But he made it.
But that's what I'm saying. But even in watching what they're doing, it's extremely difficult when your lifestyle has never been that. And so your lifestyle, you've always been fairly on the healthy side. So for you, it's probably a lot less difficult to cut stuff. Like, all right, cool, I got to get disciplined again. For the most part, if somebody has never been disciplined, that's just going to be extremely difficult. So that's why I say I can't sit there and say like, oh, it's easy. It's like, it's not easy.
It's hard. It's really hard. Yeah,
it's very hard.
I mean, it just sounds like people are mentally weak, man.
I mean,
I don't.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't say mentally weak. I would say mentally fragile. You know,
say the same
just to
thing.
be
Not saying
inclusive.
just use different words.
Just to be inclusive. Yeah.
fuck that, man.
It's hard to even say that it's
Well,
just
you know
somebody
what?
that's mentally weak either. I think it's deeper than that.
I'm okay with
habits.
what you're saying. I'm okay with it being hard. Then shut the fuck up about it. I think that's where I get.
But
don't keep talking, bro. Either do it or don't.
There's community there, though. There's
Do it or
community.
don't.
There's community
That's
in
true.
all the people who, there's a lot of community.
Because
there.
everybody wants a crutch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
yeah.
like, but I don't want to hear your crutch. I get tired of you talking. If you've been, not if it's a new thing,
Right.
But if you've been saying the same shit for years,
Uh-huh.
shut the fuck up talking to me. Either do it or don't.
Yeah,
Like, I get tired of that. I
yeah.
get tired
People don't
of
have a
you
lot to
talking.
talk about.
I get tired of you
People are kind of
talking.
boring.
I mean, I get what Gary's saying too. They just
That
say
is
just
true.
to say.
It's factual.
They like saying the same shit over and over again.
But I think the Keon's point, it's like, yeah, once I hear you say it, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna see you do it.
Yeah.
If it's been 5 years and you keep saying it on and off, it's kind of
Yeah,
like,
bro.
man,
I need
not
to
gonna
lose
do
some
it.
weight.
You're not gonna do it.
I'm gonna probably tell you, hey, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Just get it done at this
Or
point.
keep gaining.
Yeah.
Just blow up.
Let's see
Yeah,
how
it's
big
fun.
you can get.
Yeah, let's get a new challenge.
Let's
That's
flip
easier
it.
for you.
Yeah.
Let's just
flip
see.
it.
Let's see how many arteries we can clog.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
in 3 weeks.
At the end of the day, a lot of this is habits, right? It's like if you build a habit for 25 years of doing something, it's extremely
Hard to break it.
hard to
Yeah.
habits. Some of the hardest things. If it was easy, we would all break them shits. We would all go on these diets. We would all be skinny. We would all be in different.
Right.
It would be if it was that easy, we would all do it. And I think what it is that it's not easy, especially when. Do you put any blame on America and the community pushing a lot of this stuff too?
To the black
yeah,
community,
yeah.
absolutely.
To black community,
Absolutely.
In general,
Specifically to the
America's
black
fat as
community.
fuck.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of us is fat as
Yeah.
hell. But no, yeah, and it's
It
convenient.
even changes
I get
the
it.
psyche of like how we view. Like my mother has a definition of what thick is. Like, oh, that she a thick girl. And I'm like, no, she's fat and unhealthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
It's definitely a community thing because when women call each other out, because Takara does it all the time. When people be like, I'm she thick, she be like, I'm fat. And other big girls get mad at her for saying that. And she's like, we're fat, bitch. Like, we are. Like, they be like, nah, you can't. And that she be like, no.
I understand because they're like in their head they got called either thick or in their head they're thick, and it's like now you're saying that I'm fat. Now if we're the same,
Yeah.
you're calling me out, and they don't want to be called out.
And she be like, no,
Damn.
I'm aware of where I'm at. Like, I'm not supposed to be this big.
Yeah.
I think she said her weight one time. She's like, I'm 230 or whatever she
What?
was. Yeah, she said that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And she was like, I love how she be saying, like, she be like, no, ladies, we're fat.
I think we need to redefine, like, what, and I know, and it sucks too because there's always like this.
Nigga that'd be like, oh, fuck this shit.
No, there's always
That's
like,
part of it too, though.
That is part
there's
of it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
part
niggas
of
will
it.
fuck anything too. But like, there's always this like, what white people do or what their definite, and it's usually us trying to establish our own identity and be
So we always
opposite
go
of that.
extreme, yeah.
Yeah, we got to go another direction than what.
But now they're coming over to the fat. So lose the weight.
Now they're
we
coming
should-
over,
We
yeah.
should lose weight. We
Yeah.
should lose weight as a community because they coming over to this side.
Well, I think too because I think the whole BMI index was all based on a racist system anyway.
Yeah,
so
that
it's
BMI
like,
is bullshit.
Yeah. So-
as an athlete, that BMI is
Yeah.
what they said we were supposed to weigh, even when we're in
Crazy.
peak physical condition, what they said we were supposed to weigh was like, no,
You're
nigga, this
obese
is
and
not.
190 at your height.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not to be confused with BMF. They don't have any opinions on weight.
He just got out, right?
It's a different thing. Yeah, he just got out.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, shout out.
No, why do people do that, dude? Why do people do that? When LeBron did it, everybody was like, why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Because
you don't know
people
this
want to be
nigga?
tapped in. To
You don't
the,
know
yeah.
this nigga.
It's
I've
crazy.
never met Big Meech. I don't know this nigga. They
Oh,
was like,
man.
yo,
And by I'm not
Big
calling no
Meech is
man
home.
Big Beach.
like, you know what I mean? I was just like, we don't know him.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, but that's I mean I think that's I don't know.
Unless
I
I see you, Big Meech. If I see you in the world, it's Big Meech.
I
But
would say
as
what's
far
up,
as this
but it's gonna-
podcast universe, I ain't calling no man Big Meech. But if I see you, nigga, Big Meech all day.
Yeah, but I think that's. I
And
mean,
show me where the food spots are. Meech just came home. Let's go get something to eat, nigga.
But I think I don't know. We have time for that whole discussion because we've been on for a while. But it's just like, why do you feel like athletes have to feel like they're connected to this? It's like, one, he didn't have to say that out loud.
He didn't have to say that.
He could. I'm sure he can get in touch with him and text him like, "Hey man, you good? If you need anything, I can help you out. Get back on your feet."
Yeah.
X Y Z. But
My
why?
thing was just like, you don't know him though.
But we also don't know who he knows.
We don't. I want to say we don't know who he knows. We don't.
But it was just so like.
It could have been pen pals.
It could have been sending them autographs.
Like, it just came off as so. Everybody was like, "What?"
Yeah, it came off as random. It's just like you keep trying to feel like you're connect. You're trying to connect. It's like people always go back to like him having the Malcolm X autobiography or Malcolm X book or whatever.
You know, page one.
And he never moved. It's just like, bro, you're trying to feel like you're connected. And I'm a Bron fan, but it's just like, bro.
And I'm not saying he's not.
Yeah.
It's just when you are always presenting yourself to be, it just comes off as just disingenuous.
Okay, so do you think that someone like LeBron James has transcended to the point where he may feel like he is black culture? And so him saying welcome home or shout out to yada yada, it's him speaking for black culture.
I don't know.
I mean, possibly.
He's so famous.
I think sometimes too is him wanting. Not just him. It's just athletes in general. There's athletes, a lot of athletes out there that do the same things. It's like that want to feel connected to like.
I
think, but I also think their normal was taken away very early.
That could be true too.
You know what I mean? Their sense of normalcy was taken away very early. So it's like, how do I? Because I ain't going back there where I'm from.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but how do I let my people know I still?
I
still
fuck
fuck.
with
But
you.
I'm gonna be over here.
Yeah.
But I still fuck with y'all.
I'ma live in this neighborhood.
Yeah. But
But-
because I got kids.
Hey,
and shit,
shout
I
out to
gotta-
y'all.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I think I get like.
I hope one day y'all can get up here too. But for now,
But I'm not coming.
Hey, I'm gonna throw a little foundation at y'all.
Yeah.
See if I'm gonna put some people
So
on the ground.
I get it. Like I get like the, like I said, they've never. It's easy for us. Let's say I pop tomorrow, but I've been me for 40 years already. I wasn't famous at 16.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I wasn't carrying my family at 17.
Yeah.
I wasn't. If I pop now, I'm a grown ass man who's convicted and who he is, and I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I ain't got to prove shit.
They're young. They're super young.
I ain't got to prove shit to nobody.
They're super young.
When you take care of your whole family at 18.
Yeah, you feel like you have something to prove. You also want to be connected, but then you're also in a lot of aspects of your life, you're surrounded by whiteness.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck, you're searching for, your identity and trying to like solidify like, no, I am from around the way.
I'm still part of this.
I'm still this. Though I may not be active in it, honorary.
So
give me my degree.
I'm sure it's rough, especially if you come from that neighborhood. Like if you don't come from that neighborhood and you, it's fine. You ain't got nobody to prove nothing to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
which is why you move your kids to the suburbs,
so they don't feel like they have that pressure. They don't have that pressure. They just grow up and they rich and then
that makes sense.
Damn, shit, this is happening in real time. Yeah. Now it's all like,
he forgot where he came from. No, I came from.
I came from. You couldn't even get in if you didn't know the code.
You guys made fun of me then because I was from the suburbs, and
so like I get all that. It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like you just got me thinking about my kids right now. They're not gonna
that lifestyle.
bro, they're normal. I was talking to my dad this morning, or in our group chat. My kids' normal is not normal.
Right.
Like because they were asking me yesterday on set. They were like, "Do you think your kids are aware of not only who we're all around all the time or whatever, but like that you're growing, you're getting bigger, and what you guys do for a living and all that?" And I said, I think they're aware of it, but they don't get that it's really, really abnormal.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, how can they? Yeah.
But they don't know that somebody else, like back home, is like, nigga, they don't.
You have to take them to, and at least that's my mentality when I have children. I always want to take them like at least to like if we're going to be helping out people, going to certain areas and be like, look. We're gonna go to these areas, do toy drives, do giveaways and stuff like that, and be like, look, everybody don't have what you have. I understand that you are privileged. Now we put you in a position to be. This
that
is your normal.
They understand,
right?
Because they're very, like when it's time to clean the room out. I do it every, some people say spring cleaning, but I do every couple months.
We know.
And so I'd be like, what don't y'all want? And they'd be like, let's give this away to kids who don't have. Like they get that, they get that they're. But I don't think they get the.
I just imagine just because of like the current time, like I imagine him being on Instagram like, no, let's give these toys away to children in need.
Can't do it.
Post,
With his own
and
page.
the performance of it.
The shitty part about it is, I'm sure there are people out there that do stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to the homeless shelter today. And
hey, we out here.
Yeah,
it's thick. They homeless. They ain't got shit. I'm about to give him something though.
Yeah. They're gonna have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That's terrible, bro.
Keenan comes through with his bag. Ho, and it's just porn. It's just porn for the homeless.
I got some smoke for y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Shit. I know y'all been jacking up to that blurry shit, but I got some good shit right here.
HD.
That's so funny.
No, they're definitely aware of that, like that, but they're not aware of the who they're around aspect. Mm-hmm. They don't like where we were at trick or treating last night. He's just hanging out with his friend. He doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Oh man, this dude was, like if you know what the Jadakiss video where he was did you see that? Where Jada went on his kids' field trip.
I just saw a clip of him on a bus.
So he's on the bus and he's just sitting there and he's on his son field trip. These kids are existing. And it was like, what's so funny, these kids are chilling. Meanwhile, adults would pay to be on a bus with Jadakiss. But these kids are just like, that's your dad.
Yeah.
And his son is like, yeah, that's my dad. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is Jadakiss, So it's like, that's how the kids be. Like, they was like, Dad, what did you got yesterday? I was like, I went to, watch the set. He's like, with the guy from My Wife and Kids? I said, yeah, I want to meet him. Mm-hmm. And he said it so casually. He was like, just take me down there. Yeah. And it's just like, he don't get that that's not.
You should have been
he doesn't understand. He was like, just take me down there. And then, like, I want to meet him. And, that's his dad. Cool. Like, Bob, they don't know.
Yeah.
It's just.
And sometimes, too, it's why you see a lot of these kids, too, they say when they have rich or famous parents, they want to live normal lives. They don't even want to, they kind of, when they have like a famous father, they're just like, and they find out, people start asking like,
or mother.
Yeah.
There we go. Man,
this
dude guy, man.
I was honestly thinking about the weigh-ins, but it's just like, in that sense, it's just like, all right, you start hearing the rumblings around schools, like, wait, is your mom or is your dad or is your mom? And you be like, they're just my mom, and then all of a sudden you were like, wait. You're this person. Wait, I didn't know you were that.
Because kids don't be knowing.
They don't be knowing.
When I see the stories and interviews and stuff, they was like, I didn't know my dad was who he was. He was just dad to me. I didn't know until other people.
Which is good.
Holy shit!
You're 15, 16. You're like, wait a second, my dad is this person.
That would be hella funny to like flex on your kids as a father. Do you know who I am? Instead of, do you know who my father is?
Do
you know who I am?
Because you always hear these stories about these famous parents be like, I'm such and such to y'all,
but I ain't shit at the house.
At the house, like, go get me some juice, Dad. Hurry up.
Or to your family, your family just like, nigga, that's Junebug, bro. They don't care, bro. Like they don't.
Or they care too much.
Right. And then they be like, oh, you got all that, but you ain't have a chance to give us any.
What up, Keon? How you been?
I'm your third cousin. Nigga, fuck out my face, bro.
So the movie, you get the fuck out my face
for a third cousin.
For a third cousin,
if they doing that shit, like let me hold a little something, nigga.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna be that aggressive because
I'm not. That's in my head.
Okay.
Yeah. But they hit me with you got it. I have it. Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I have it.
You gonna be like, you gonna be like Mitch from
hang in there.
What's his name?
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
I got a little foundation I set up there.
Hang in there. Because what I don't want, I want you getting them people come looking at what I'm doing. I think I need is them people come to look for me.
Them people.
It remind me of I forgot the movie now, but Money Making Mitch. Why I can think of the movie right now?
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full. He's like, I ain't got nothing, baby. I'm broke, baby.
Yeah, I'm broke, baby. He was flexing though.
He was, but it's just like I think that that's
in the movie. We don't know if he was in real life. Let's not try to justify his little brother's murder. You shouldn't have been flexing on the Makai.
Uncle Ice.
Uncle Ice.
Trash.
Damn.
Big trash. That was wild.
That was.
How you kill your nephew? How does it go that far? One with just the finger, and then kill your nephew.
We mean the finger.
Remember they said the finger first.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They cut the finger off first.
Cut the finger off. Yeah. And then they killed him. I think that. Well, I don't want to be insensitive, but a lot of times I think a lot of murders happen like by circumstance. Like they may have intended to cut his finger off and let that be it, and then
he bled out.
Something else happens. It's like fuck, we gotta kill him.
Or you always got. From what I've seen, I don't know. I ain't in it.
Yeah, right? I ain't killed nobody. I don't know how to hog tie. I don't know how to kill nobody.
From what I've seen, from everything I've ever watched, you always have one person that's like, I don't know, and that one person that's like,
that's mentally
that's like, no, nigga, we gotta do this. We gotta. And there's always the one. No matter what movie, TV show you've ever watched, there's always the one unhinged nigga. Always. That's willing to
it's
go.
like getting off on it.
Like willing to go the extra mile to do whatever. I don't give a fuck about prison. I don't give a fuck about. I don't care.
Well, I do.
They had the one selling the rock, man.
You should have won an Oscar for that. That shit was amazing.
But okay, going back, that scene embodies, and we'll wrap up, embodies what we were just talking about. He was in the trenches, but they knew Furious, that's a grown man. He got his shit, and then he let the old dude. But they didn't mess with them.
Yeah.
He was like, if a nigga try to smoke me, he was talking about his peers. We know y'all got jobs, and they was in the smack dab middle of the hood, and these old people, and he didn't care, and they didn't buy Furious stock. They was just like,
but Cuba and Morris,
they didn't want to go.
Shook.
They didn't want to go.
Shook.
Yeah.
They was hella nervous, and Furious was like,
that shit made
bro.
me scared of Compton.
But then you got the part where he was like, probably on Crenshaw with the rest of them niggas. You wanna go? Yeah. Like they know it ain't good, and like let's go.
Great movie, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Well,
shout out to Big Meech.
fuck.